Why were Jungkook, Jimin, and V secretly dining together in Los Angeles? What are they planning behind closed doors? And could this be the biggest surprise ARMY has ever witnessed? Dive into the untold story now and don't forget to like, comment your theory, and subscribe for more shocking BTS revelations. What in the world were Jungkook, Jimin, and V doing together in the heart of Los Angeles, dining quietly in a dimly lit restaurant far from the limelight? That single question sent shockwaves across the BTS fandom the moment the first blurry photo made its rounds on social media. A low-res image, barely clear, yet unmistakable. Those silhouettes, those profiles, those mannerisms. It was them. And they weren't alone. They were laughing, leaning in close, almost as if the conversation they were having was a secret too, big to leak out to the public. What were they talking about? Why now? Why LA? The image didn't come from a paparazzo or a media outlet. It was a fan. Or was it someone sent on purpose to capture a tease? The whispers grew louder. Could this quiet dinner be a precursor to something massive? Something we weren't supposed to know, yet? The very idea sent the ARMY into a frenzy. Comments exploded across platforms. Are they working on a secret project? Is this a subunit coming back? Why LA of all places? And the most chilling one of all, what if this is their last moment together? Before something huge changes forever? There's something about seeing those three together. Jungkook, the golden maknae whose every move sets trends across the globe. Jimin, the ethereal vocalist with a heart full of passion and a mind full of mystery. And V, the enigma, the walking piece of art who seems to float between two worlds. Seeing them not on stage, not in an official schedule, but together on their own accord, it doesn't just spark curiosity. It ignites a firestorm of theories. And make no mistake, and they knew this would happen. They knew ARMY would see. Was it intentional? The setting wasn't flashy. No five-star hotel lounge, no private party with celebrity guests. Just an intimate, somewhat rustic LA restaurant, known more for its low-key ambiance than its star-studded clientele. Was that a strategic choice? Were they trying to go unnoticed or be just noticed enough? One can't help but wonder whether this entire moment was staged perfectly to plant the seed of speculation. Because one thing BTS has mastered over the years, perhaps even more than music, is suspense. And this dinner, this subtle, quiet night in Los Angeles, might be the opening scene of something we'll be talking about for years to come. Their outfits spoke volumes, too. Jungkook in all black, hoodie pulled slightly up, his eyes peeking with that familiar intensity. Jimin dressed in loose layers, a beanie covering his iconic hair as if trying to blend in and failing beautifully. V, effortlessly stylish, possibly a subtle nod to his recent art collaborations. One that's open to interpretation but impossible to ignore. Were they discussing a music project? A joint brand venture? A documentary? Could this mean the return of a vocal line subunit? Or even a short film a la Hawaii era reborn in modern-day America? Could they be preparing something bigger than a comeback? Something cinematic? Revolutionary and entirely unannounced? Fans who observed from afar reported not just laughter, but long stretches of silence between conversations. Intense eye contact, hand scribbling something on napkins. A manager waiting by the door, guarding the space. And then, as quickly as they arrived, they were gone. No photos leaving the restaurant. No statements from Hybe. Just mystery. Why so secretive? Why no official word? Could this be tied to Jungkook's growing presence in American pop circles? Is V about to announce something related to fashion or film? Is Jimin working on a solo tour and bringing the others along for a surprise collaboration? The puzzle pieces don't fit yet. But when they do, the picture might shake the industry. This isn't the first time BTS members have dropped clues like breadcrumbs. Every major event in their career has been foreshadowed by moments just like this. Quiet, intimate, seemingly coincidental meetings that later turn out to be groundbreaking milestones in disguise. And knowing that, how can we ignore this? Theories have already taken over every corner of the fandom. Some believe this is connected to a rumored LA-based photo shoot. Others are convinced that the trio were finalizing details for a surprise music drop. A select few, digging deeper, noticed subtle signs in each member's recent live broadcasts. A sudden stop, mid-sentence, a smile that lingered just too long, a knowing glance that seemed to hold more than it should. All signs pointing to one thing. Something's coming. But what could be big enough to warrant this level of secrecy? Could it involve international artists? Could they be creating a new platform outside the traditional label system? Are they laying the foundation for the next phase of their careers, as both individual artists and as brothers who refuse to drift apart? One thing is clear, this dinner wasn't just dinner. It was a signal, a sign that despite military enlistments, solo schedules, and global chaos, these three still move with one heartbeat. And whatever they're planning, it's not just for them, it's for us. For Army. For the millions who stay up late, watch every move, analyze every lyric, and wait for a whisper of what's to come. So we ask you, what do you think it all means? Could we be on the edge of a new BTS era we didn't even see coming? Or is this the start of something even more unexpected? Share it with fellow Army to spread the buzz. And subscribe because whatever's coming next, you won't want to miss it. Passing it subtly across the table to Jimin, whose hand immediately slipped it into his coat. V, seated to the side, glanced over his shoulder, not at the food, not at the fans, but at something or someone beyond the window, almost like he was waiting, watching, anticipating. What exactly was being passed between them? And why did it look like the beginning of something covert? The world of BTS has always danced between reality and illusion, fact and art, and this moment seemed no different. Could this have been a planned leak? A puzzle piece designed to provoke exactly what it's doing now? Chaos, curiosity, excitement, and above all, conversation? The fandom has learned, time and time again, that nothing is ever truly random in the BTS universe. Every step, every glance, every whisper has a purpose. And when three of the group's most influential members gather halfway across the world, in one of the entertainment capitals of the globe, we should all be asking why. Speculation continued to grow when a renowned LA-based sound engineer posted, then quickly deleted, a cryptic tweet that simply read, "Midnight magic with three voices you know too well. Bless it." No names were mentioned, but the timing was suspicious. Too suspicious. Was that tweet related to the dinner? Were Jungkook, Jimin, and V recording something that very night? Had they turned a quiet evening into a secret studio session? Or even more shocking, were they recording something live? Something raw, something real? In the past, BTS has been no stranger to using symbolism to drop hints. A drink order, a background song, the color of their outfits. That night, according to multiple fan reports, V was seen holding a yellow rose. Not a red one, not a white one, but yellow, the symbol of friendship, remembrance, and a bittersweet connection. Could this be a subtle hint toward a new emotional project? Perhaps a tribute? A closure to a chapter fans haven't even realized is ending? Adding to the intrigue, just days before this dinner, Jimin had posted a photo on Instagram of a blank notebook captioned, "Writing again." At the time, fans took it as a solo project update. But now, in hindsight, the post feels like a puzzle piece waiting to be connected. If Jimin was writing and Jungkook was seen with recording equipment, and V was carrying symbolism in his hand, how can this not be bigger than we imagined? LA has always held a certain magic for BTS. It was where they broke into the Western music scene. It was the stage of some of their biggest wins, from award shows to sold-out stadiums.